guys, welcome to an earthy vlog. This is the EarthtonesGirl Podcast. It is officially episode 46, but I'm slowly transitioning into starting to call them vlogs. Welcome guys. My name is Denise. You can find me on the web as EarthtonesGirl. I am most active on Instagram. I'm also on Ravelry. The podcast has a Ravelry group, which is the EarthtonesGirl Podcast group. There's an email address, which is earthtonesgirl@gmail.com, and I am also the host of the No Fear Sock Knitting class series here on YouTube on my channel. Welcome everybody. Today is Tuesday, July 28th. It is exactly 2 weeks since my last episode, and wow. Oh my gosh, so much has happened in 2 weeks. It is just unbelievable. And I decided to thank you all so much. Going forward, I'm now unscripted. I kind of wrote 2 or 3 things down just to remember to say them. But I decided to come inside today. Thank you so much for your response to my outside episode. That was so great. I'm so glad you all enjoyed that. And it was so fun, but I'm not going to lie, it was hot. Not to mention the fact that I was covered in devoured by mosquitoes, covered in bites. I had been wearing a dress that day and sitting on one of the Adirondack chairs outside, and I was sitting kind of low on the lawn, and the mosquitoes had a field day on my legs. So note to self, spray some off before I go outside next time. Wear something a little more covering on the legs. But anyway, so it's also really, really hot. New York is in the middle of its second heat wave. It's not huge. It's just, the second or third degree of 90 degrees. But the humidity is off the charts. It feels like 100 outside. So I thought I would bring it back inside today in the nook, but I just kind of changed up the angle a little. Yeah. So, oh my gosh. The last time I was with you guys, it was the 14th, and it was 2 days before I was going to teach my first virtual knitting class, sock knitting classes. I taught 2 with VOGUE Knitting Live. Oh my gosh. Can I just say let me interrupt myself by saying this is the most excited I've felt in a really long time. Since we've all been locked in with this quarantine, since everything started back in March. I honestly can say this is the first time I've been really excited about something, and I'll get to the rest of the excitement in a minute, but I was so excited, and I know I've said that like 4 times already, but I really was, and nervous. Oh my gosh, I was more nervous about teaching that class than teaching in person. And it wasn't the students or anything like that I was worried about. It was the technology, because there was so many balls to juggle, and I'd never done anything like that before, any virtual teaching before. So it was trying to keep track of all the technology, keep track of everyone in the class via the Zoom, and some people had videos on, some didn't, some had their mics on and were muted, and some didn't, and then you're trying to watch chats also, so people can just start talking if they unmute themselves. And I mean, you all know, many of you, I shouldn't say all, but many of you know how Zoom meetings and virtual chats work, but there was so much to keep track of. But honestly, there was a moderator that was in the room, and within about, knowing she was there to handle any tech problems that might have arisen, once I was in for a few minutes and got the class going, it was fantastic. Dare I even say better than teaching in person? I know that might sound shocking, but I almost want to say it was a little bit better, because you can see everybody. The way I had my camera, the monitors and everything set up, I won't bore you with all the details, but the way I had it set up, I was able to see my hands working. So I had a camera over my hands as I'm demonstrating things. And then I was able to see the entire group so monitor here with my hands, monitor here with the entire class. And I could see all of them and see what I was doing at the same time. And where the chats were happening, it was easy to read. And everybody could see my hands at the same time, as opposed to going person to person. And when that happens in an in-person situation, you're sitting with someone, and then you've got X number of people waiting their turn for you to go person to person, and that eats up a lot of time, and it eats up a lot of demonstrating time and teaching time in the class, going around the room like that. So this time I was able to get through just about everything. I mean, it was the first time I was able to get through just about all of the material in a class. And I asked if Vogue would be willing to do the sock class over 2 days. So we had 4 hours to get everything done. Oh my gosh, amazing. And then I taught a brand new class, which was sock knitting tips and tricks for the first time. And I was a little nervous about that because I've taught all of the material in the class before in other venues, whether it was in person or in my classes here on YouTube, but never in a class, like never all together. So that was interesting, kind of keeping that going, because they really want you to fill that 2 hours. But it was amazing. It was amazing. I had so much fun doing it. I've already signed up to do it again. And I hate to say it, I'm sorry, you guys, but I'm teaching again August, 13 to 13, 14, 15, 16? 13, 14, to this 16. So I think it's August 13th to 16th, and it's already sold out. I'm really sorry. But that said, I know Vogue is going to be doing a lot more of these virtual events, and they did a teacher survey, would you be willing to teach more? And I said yes, that I'm willing to do just about all of them. So stay tuned for that. I will try my best as soon as I know that classes are going on sale and the next event is being published. I will post here on YouTube in the community board. And thank you so much. I did that for the first time after the classes were over, and just with a little thumbs up and a big geeky smile to say I had done it. And that was really great, because it's just a way for me to touch base with you all between episodes. So that worked really well. So thank you to people that liked that and gave it a thumbs up and left a little comment. So going forward, I will share with you when classes are going to be available for sale in the future. Okay, that is where I will post that for my YouTube people, and then for Instagram people, I'll post it there for them as well. So it was awesome. I had so much fun. To everybody, oh gosh, excuse me, to anyone who took my classes that's now watching this episode, you were all amazing. Thank you so much for being a part of my first virtual experience. I loved every second of it. I really did. And just the geeky side of me enjoyed the tech. Once I got the hang of it and knew what I was doing, it was awesome. So yay. Yeah, so that was that. What else is going on? So on a personal side, and then we'll get back to knitting in a second. On a personal side, the kids and I got to go to the beach. How healing that was. It was my sister, the kids, and I were invited out to spend the day with one of my sister's friends who I've met before, and she has children of her own. So we maintained our distancing. Both families have been quarantined since the beginning of this. So, and we know each other well. So we weren't too worried about contaminants or anything like that. So it felt really, really comfortable. And then we made our way down to the beach. We met at the house that she was renting and made our way down to the beach. And oh my gosh, you guys, there's something so healing about being on the beach, being on a beach, and you feel the breeze and you smell the salt water and there's sand suddenly all over your feet and your legs, and you can just breathe, and it felt so healing. If you've been watching this podcast for a while, you know that I've never, ever been a fan of the beach. My family is originally from Barbados, and to me, the beach there is very different than here. But even there, I'll go and I'll enjoy it, but it's not my place to go. Like, I don't wake up in the morning saying, I want to go to the beach today. So, but there was something about being there this, past week that was so, oh my gosh, cathartic, healing, restful. My husband wasn't there, so I really spent a lot of time in the water with the kids, which I don't usually do either. That's his job. I usually kind of hang out on the beach and make sure everybody's fed and, watered and all of that stuff. But it was fun to be in there and, getting hit with the waves. It really felt cleansing. I can't think of another word. It was great. And the joy on the kids' faces, they were so happy. I mean, Kira, my daughter, has this thing about the beach and the ocean in general, and she just ripped off her sandals, ripped off her beach cover, and just made a beeline. And it was so wonderful to see her dive in. She was back in her element, and it was just great to see them laugh and enjoy themselves again. So it was wonderful. It was really, really wonderful. I got a little beach knitting done and was able to finish a pair of socks, so that was really great. I'll show you those in a second. And then the week between the Vogue Knitting Live ending, getting to go to the beach, I came down with a little bout of food poisoning. Oh my gosh. Food poisoning is horrible. And this laid me low or made me feel like I wanted to be laid low for, I'm not kidding, about 5 or 6 days. I was really nervous the morning of the teaching event on the 16th, and then I was fine. And then we went to the beach that following Tuesday, and then Thursday I had sushi for dinner, and I had shrimp dumplings, and something just did not agree with me. That was last Thursday. I will not gross you out with the details, but just saying it was not pleasant, and I had absolutely no appetite. Today is Tuesday, so it's been a week and a couple days, and oh my gosh, this is the first time. Anyway, timeline doesn't matter. The point is, yesterday was the first day that I ate 3 meals in one day. I've been eating next to nothing for days, and I just haven't had an appetite. I stopped feeling sick, but I just haven't had an appetite. But all of that said, I was feeling better one day and wanted to get the kids out because we had planned to go back to the beach, but couldn't go. And I felt so horrible. I know it wasn't my fault and I had no control, but I felt so bad and they were so let down. So I still wanted to get them out. So we went to Rockefeller State Park. I've heard of this place for years. Don't really know why I'd never gone, and just decided, okay, you know what? I can walk slowly. It wasn't too terribly hot outside. I figured, okay, guys, let's go see what it's about. Let's check it out. Maybe we'll walk a mile or two and then we'll come home. So we did, and it was amazing. Anybody living in the New York area, if you get a chance to go, it's beautiful. I have a little bit of footage I'll put in here for you. So beautiful. And huge. It's a preserve. It's a nature preserve. So you can't picnic or barbecue, nothing. You can't, it's not, they specifically say it is not a playground. There's no roller skating, no biking. You are allowed to walk, jog, take pictures, and take in nature. That's basically it. And they are really strict with what you carry in, you have to carry out. I honestly don't even think I saw a waste pail, basket, garbage can anywhere aside from at the main entrance. They really want you to carry out anything that you carry in. So I so respected that. The kids and I had an amazing time. There was just so much to see. So we are planning on going back there. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. And okay, so let me show you the socks. And then I'll give you a little update on my Litmus Cowl because that is such a fun knit. And oh my gosh, something really, really fun is coming on Saturday. I can't wait to tell you about that. But okay, here are my socks. So I did finish my Mayflower socks. Now, I had done 2 pairs of scrappy socks, April showers, and earth tone shorties, and I featured those in a previous episode, I think episode 44 maybe. Yeah, I don't remember, but anyway, I talked about those before. But I also had another mini set and those kits were from Legacy Fiber Arts. I had another kit called Mayflowers, and I had started those socks a while back in May. And as you may remember, lots of things kind of went south in May. So I put them down and didn't finish them, but I picked them back up. So this is what I was working on the beach, and they're done. Pull back so you can see them. Look at these, you guys. They are done. I love these so much, and I had a lot of fun. I think another thing that took me a long time with these is I was playing around with the striping on these. I figured, okay, you know what? Let's do. I said, you know what? Let's try 10 rounds. Hang on, my darling. My son just walked into the room. I'll be right back, guys. Hang on. Hi, guys. Sorry about that. Recording with children at home. So yeah, I decided to play around a little bit with the striping on this. I don't know, just because I could and thought, why not? So it's 10 rounds of the main color, and then I just did a little micro stripe in here. So this is 2 rounds of this natural color that I always use, the Malabrigo sock in natural. And, or did I use Vanilla Bean? I don't remember what I used. Isn't that terrible? Anyway, even though I just finished them, isn't that awful? I'll leave it in the description box down below. But this was 20 rounds. This is my shorty sock pattern. I just made it longer, and I will be writing up another pattern for a full-length sock and how to substitute heels. So stay tuned. That is coming soon. But anyway, so I did 10 rounds of the color, 2 rounds of the white, and then just kept going. There were 6 There were 6 colors in the Mayflower mini set, but I really wanted to keep it rainbow looking, and the 6th color looked like it would have gone between this color and this color. So it just didn't work with what I was trying to do. And guess what? I didn't use it, and that's okay. It's okay. You don't always have to use all of the colors in the set. So I so love this. And then in here, I wanted a big block of the white to really isolate the heel. And this is an Afterthought heel right in here. And I have a tutorial for this. I do have 2 other tutorials that I did a while ago. I want to say almost 2 years ago. No, can't be that long. Anyway, a while ago, more than a year ago. And I called them, they were part of the Sock Talk series. And I'm going to relabel those to include them in the No Fear sock knitting. I'm not changing the video necessarily, but I'm going to just change the cover for them, how it appears on the YouTube channel, and include them in the No Fear series, because they are sock tutorials. So I followed that, all of the instruction in that, and I did this Afterthought heel. And the main reason for doing an Afterthought heel, for me anyway, is to get this amazing bullseye effect that you get. So what I did here was I picked up the stitches, cut in, picked up the stitches, and just started doing 5 rounds of each color. And when I got to the 5th round, I would just change, and I kept doing the decreases and changing colors continuously until I got down to my 10 stitches for the heel, and then I did a Kitchener, done. And I did the same thing down here for the toe. Isolated the toe with the little block of white and did the same thing on the toe. And I could not love these anymore. I love, love, love how they turned out. I want to do this again. And I think I may even revisit the, I'm going to include the Afterthought heel in the full-size version of this pattern for you guys. How to substitute the heel flap and gusset with an Afterthought heel. I'm still working on a shorty heel. We'll see, which is now a segue to something else. So anyway, Mayflower socks, and this is a mini sock set by Legacy Fiber Arts. My go-to. Yeah, okay, so we're done with those. So something else I'm really excited about. I'll talk about Litmus Cowl in a minute. you all know that I'm a huge fan of Patty Joy White, who is the designer behind the Fish Lips Kiss heel. She is Socks Therapist on Instagram and on social media. And I just think that pattern is the bee's knees. I really do. I absolutely love it for my heel. It's my go-to short row heel. You know what? Sorry guys, I realize the light's fading a little bit. It looks like it might rain outside, but I'm going to keep going. I think you can still see me. Sorry about that. It is my go-to heel. It's my favorite heel. And the other day, on Instagram, she posted a picture of a new heel that she's working on, called a Y heel. Oh my God. If you have a chance and you're on Instagram, go and have a look at her feed and check out this heel. My mind, I literally felt the top of my head kind of blow off, and I was like, what is this? Oh my God, what is this? What are you working on? I jumped on it and commented, wait, what's going on here? I got to get in on this. What's happening? So she and I got into contact. We started talking, and yeah, good things are in the works with the two of us and this heel. So I will keep you guys posted, but I can't really say much more than that. I just wanted to share it because I'm so excited. But I'm so happy to be working with her. I think her heel is really amazing. And I know so many people want more information on how to do it and want a video on how it's done. And, you know, but I really want to stress that it is still her intellectual property, so I cannot teach it. And yeah, and I've honestly kind of heard about, I don't know, maybe a video that was circulating for a little while. I think it's been taken down, but I did hear about a video that was circulating for a little bit, showing details about this, and I just don't think that's fair. So I just wanted to say that I have a lot of respect for how hard designers and dyers and people work on their products. So I would never, ever teach or go into detail about her pattern or anything without her permission. So yeah, and I think there may be, I'm not positive, but I think she may be working on an update. So we'll see what happens. And then there's this new heel that is just amazing. It's amazing. So as soon as I can share a little bit more with you about that, I absolutely will. But definitely go and take a look at her Instagram feed and have a look at that. It's just, oh my gosh, it's so, I've not seen a heel like that before. It's so unique. And the first thing I thought is, wait a second, that gives you more room in the back, which should give you more room in the front. Oh, it just, oh. So excited. Can you tell? I'm excited. Yeah, so that's sock news. What else? I'll talk about Litmus in a second. Oh, and just a little admin stuff. Going forward, I am going to be doing some KALs this fall. It's still technically July, so I won't talk about them yet, but I will probably by mid-August to give people time to get their any yarn that they want to purchase or get their skeins to go stash diving. You don't have to go out and buy anything for this KAL, for any of my KALs ever. You're welcome to, absolutely, and I will share any yarns that I'm working with. You can stash dive, whatever works for you. I'm definitely doing the Falling Leaves sock KAL again, and that will start September 1st. And there may be one other, so we'll see. I don't want to talk about that one yet either, but we'll see. Lots of fun things. It feels so good, like I said, to be excited again about stuff. Like, really excited. Yeah. Okay, so Litmus Cowl. Here is where I am with that. I didn't make huge amounts of progress, but I'm loving it when I pick it up. I know there's no rush for me on this pattern. This is just going to be one of those knits that kind of lives in a little basket, and I get to pull it out whenever I'm watching a movie with the family, or, you know, having a cup of tea in the evening or early morning before everybody wakes up. yeah, this is just kind of a sweet little comfort knit for myself. It's so mindless and so pretty. Look at that, you guys. Oh, here, let me turn it this way so you can see. I don't want these to fall out. Hang on. But there it is. I got a little bit more done. So this is the first kind of yellowy color, and then you've got this gorgeous peach. A little more pink, I'd say. And then, yeah, this is more kind of a peachy, taupey kind of color. And then there's just going to be, this is the main color that just gets repeated between the colors. Let me go this way, this is better. Yeah, and then this gray is what gets repeated in between. But look at how soft. I can't wait to wear this with a white sweater. And I was talking to my friend Rachel, who's Treehouse Knits, the other day, and in terms of, I mean, we both, she does a lot of stitching. She's a knitter, of course. We've done mittens, KALs, and all that together, if you remember her. But we both want sweaters, and we feel like we're in a little bit of a sweater rut. So we were just talking the other day about the vanilla sweater KAL that's being hosted by the Woolly Thistle. And I thought, you know what? And both of us kind of had that moment of, that's what we want to knit, a really simple sweater, top down, raglan. I'm not sure what color she's going to choose, but I want to knit a white one for myself. Similar to that white cotton one that I've worn here on the podcast before, but I want a light wool sweater to wear like spring, fall. And I want to wear this around my neck. Could you picture this draped around a white sweater? Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait. And I know Rhinebeck is not happening this year, but that may still be my little outfit for that weekend. I'll find some place to go and, I don't know, find some yarny goodness, some outdoor place to take you all with me that weekend. So we'll see what happens. But Litmus Cowl, you guys, by Amy Florence. I will link it down below. And this set is the Earth Tones mini set by Lay Family Yarns, or Earthy mini set by Lay Family. And this is going to be, I just started this stripe again, and then after that I'm going to do this stripe. This is the next color. Isn't this beautiful? These are little, and they're 10-gram balls. I think there are, I want to say 10 or 12 minis in the set. So it starts with all of the neutrals, and I think there's one more neutral color after this. And then it goes off into greens, which is really, there's like a mustard color, a jade, and then it goes, but they're muted greens, really, really soft. Sorry, I thought it was raining and I have stuff outside drying. Really beautiful colors. There's green, a blue, more like a, I don't know how to describe it, like a cornflower. Is that how you say it? A cornflower blue? I think that's it. And then a purplish plum color. A little out of my wheelhouse, but I love them all together. And I think they're not bright primary colors. I'll share those. I'll try to put a picture in here for you of the set so you can see them. But yeah, I just can't wait to see this grow. And this is a free pattern on Ravelry, and I am on a size 3 needle. I don't remember what millimeters that is, but it is a US 3 needle, and I believe it's about 100 stitches. And you go round and round and round. So it's so soothing. It's so soothing, and it's a looser gauge, so it's got a really lovely drape to it. And I did a provisional cast on here. I know I talked about this already, but it's a provisional cast on. So once you're done, you Kitchener the two ends together. And I found an amazing tutorial for that. And I'll link that again once I get up to that point. So yeah, that's it for projects. What else to share? Kind of glancing. I talked about KALs. So yes, the big surprise. I am going to record another really short video so today's Tuesday, between today and Saturday. The surprise is going to be released into the world on Saturday. So I'm really excited. It's a new chapter for me. It's been a long time coming, a long time in the making. I've had help from someone who is who is and has become very, very dear to me. I choose my friends very carefully. I don't have many. I know a lot of people, but I don't have a lot of friends. And I choose them very carefully, and I'd rather have one or two that I know will jump in front of a train for me than have 100 that I just, talk fluff and pleasantries with. And she is becoming a friend like that. And it's been slow and comfortable, I think, on both sides, and just a sweet progression. And it's been wonderful. And she is working with me on this, and I don't have the words to thank her for everything that she's done. And I'll talk about her more later. Oh my gosh. So I'm so excited about that. I'm emotional about it. It may not be a big deal to some people, but it is to me. And I cannot wait for Saturday to get here so that I can share that with you. So yay. Oh my gosh. I think that's it, guys. Kids and I are great. Hubby's good. We're hoping to do some sort of family getaway before the summer is over. The kids have some summer work to do for school that we're working through right now. We've received an email from school, and we're in the throes of trying to decide what to do with the kids for fall. I think our school is trying, not I think, this principal of our school is trying to figure that out too, what the fall is going to look like. I have no idea. So we have to wait and see. It's going to be a really big decision, but my husband and I are on the same page and on the same team with all of this, which really makes things a lot easier to make decisions for our kids. So we'll see where that goes. And then just dealing with, the rest of what's happening in the world. But right here in these four walls feels pretty calm right now, and that's really good. And I'm just kind of enjoying, like I said, being excited about something again. It feels really, really great. So I just wanted to share that with you. Hopefully I will be back really soon and to catch up with you a little bit more, share some more projects, and share the news for Saturday. So thanks for spending some time with me today, and I will see you all again really soon. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. I'll see you again soon. Bye.